Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. Wow, that's horrible. Wow, I can't believe they gave that to Fury. That was a waste of time. So, I think we can all agree that the double main event Misfits Prime Card was pretty bad. From the fights, to the judging, to the reffing, it was just a complete disaster. The Logan Paul versus Dillon Danis fight was the definition of a lose-lose situation. Logan didn't really do that much during the fight, and in all fairness, what could he have done? Because Dillon Danis shelled up and tried to walk him down the entire time, but threw no punches in the process. And at the end of the fight, Dillon tried to do some wrestling, but it culminated into an all-out brawl between the two team securities. Dillon literally landed more punches on the security guards than Logan Paul, who he went one-on-one with for 18 minutes. But the main issue at hand is that Logan sort of failed to vindicate his fiancée Nina Agdal. And unfortunately for Logan, he didn't put away Dillon Danis for all the things that he said and posted about Nina. Now, it's a boxing match between two celebrities, so I know that the level is not going to be as high as we want it to. Yeah, Dillon's an MMA fighter and has a lot of accomplishments in jiu-jitsu, but boxing is a completely different sport for those two. But in the case for Dillon, to talk all that shit, try and do what Nate Diaz did and pull a guillotine at the end of the fight, then lose by disqualification and post on Twitter that you had a good performance because you didn't get wobbled or rocked or knocked out. I think this meme right here completely describes Dillon Danis in a nutshell. And then you have Conor McGregor going out and tweeting saying that him and Danis own the fight game, which in fairness to them, on the promotion side, they kind of do. Because let's be real, Dillon absolutely carried the promotion of this entire fight card. Even though he went to crazy lengths to garner more attention, he still got people to come and watch. Because if you're looking at the fight week projections, they were forecasting over 1 million pay-per-view buys. And without the Logan Paul versus Dillon Danis fight, I don't even think KSI versus Tommy Fury would have even crossed the 1 million pay-per-view buy mark. Now onto that very controversial main event. First and foremost, we all got to recognize that KSI definitely belonged in that ring with Tommy Fury. And for him to be at the same level as Tommy Fury means to be at the same level as Jake Paul. Yes, I do know styles make fights and it's an oversimplification, but we can definitely say KSI is not one of those YouTuber content creating boxers anymore. Because the difference between Jake Paul and KSI and what they do in their day-to-day life is pretty significant. Looking at it from the outside, Jake really only focuses on boxing and his company better. While KSI also boxes, he makes music, runs an entire content creator boxing promotion, still posts regularly on his personal YouTube channel, and creates lengthy videos multiple times a week with the sidemen. Oh yeah, and KSI also has a beverage company called Prime, if you really didn't know. And this is not a knock on Jake at all. I'm just trying to highlight the level of which KSI operates at. And for KSI to be doing all these things while being at the same level as Tommy Fury is very impressive and should be commended. But unfortunately, this fight was not really entertaining. It didn't get to fully showcase these guys' skills that they've been working on for the past few months and ended it in a really controversial decision. To sum up this fight, it was essentially just a clinch fest on Tommy Fury's part. Now, Tommy Fury did say in his post-fight interview that he couldn't use his right hand for 6 weeks, and yeah, that's pretty valid. If you can use 50% of your weapons, you're gonna have an ugly fight or lose. UFC bantamweight Corey Sandhagen tore his bicep early in his fight versus Rob Font and had to grapple for 5 rounds if he wanted to win it. So in a way, I don't really blame Tommy Fury if he really couldn't use his right hand, but you got to feel for JJ as he would try to engage but would almost always end up in the clinch. And oftentimes, he would even get hit in the back of the head. Luckily, the referee caught that and deducted a point from Fury in the second round. However, Tommy still got the decision win. My guess is due to him always engaging the clinch situations, making it so that the aggressiveness was coming from him and not from JJ. But after the fight, KSI was heated and rightfully so. Biggest fight of your life where you're plus 300 underdog and you prove that you're at the same level as your opponent. You get caught up in a clinch fest that fans absolutely despise. And I know KSI really cares about his fans and wants to deliver an entertaining spectacle. Then you lose a razor close majority decision where some rounds could have swung either way. Overall, this was a lose-lose for all fighters involved. Logan Paul won, but his future wife just got exposed in the build-up to the fight. Dillon Danis got clout and money, but he revealed himself to be a fraud. Tommy Fury won, but the world thinks he didn't and doesn't want to rematch Jake or KSI. And KSI proved to the world that he's at the same level as Tommy Fury, but didn't get the victory. But more importantly, the fans lost out on the double main main event. Even though Misfits is not high-level boxing, I think fans expected way better. Because just before the double main event, we had great fights like Saul Papi versus Slim and Dean the Great versus Waleed Sharks 2. Those two ended up being the best fights on the card. In the end, we're left with these results, and it should be interesting to see what happens with all these guys' careers. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm uploading next. See you guys in the next one. Peace.